Hello and welcome to today's broadcast from the Sappi Couch. Here you will always learn the latest information from the world of Sappi and new impressions in the papermaking industry. Therefore, we always invite exciting guests, and I'm happy to welcome today Thomas Kratochwill, who is Vice President Marketing and Sales, Packaging and Specialty Papers at Sappi Europe, and Sappi's Director of Innovation, Bernardo Semadeni. And we are now talking about the customer benefits of the marketing, sales, innovations at Sappi. And so let's start, Tom, with the first question. Sappi Packaging and Specialty Papers has recently attracted attention with a firework of innovations. So how did this happen, and what else can customers expect?
Thank you, Markus, for mentioning this one. We as a company are very proud, looking back to the last 2 to 3 years, about the innovation launches we have been brought into the market. A lot has been happening together with our customers, of course, but nothing would have been happening without our innovation department. In the past, we always looked on how can we add more value into the value chain, how can we understand the value chain better, what is really the need of our customers. And since we have been merging our company with the CAM Paper Group, we have been finding a very good partner who had a similar mindset in terms of innovation. And we have been unlocking resources with this kind of merger to have more assets available, to have more ideas which you can bring together. Of course, we have been working on similar ideas also in the past, and we brought these ideas together. And this has been helping really to fast-track innovations. And also, we look now more and more outside with our customers to run these kind of innovations.
So, if I try to get, how is this organized, this part of the innovation? Perhaps you can describe a little bit how the organization is fit and how is it steered also?
Sure. With regards to product development, we have created competence centers that are focused on product development and also on the technical customer service, so application engineering. They are responsible for specific product groups. And then to steer the whole process, we have created market teams, which are cross-functional teams led by sales and business development. And in the teams, you have all departments represented. So also the production sides are in, supply chain, marketing, controlling, all relevant stakeholders are in these teams. And these teams take the decisions on the innovations and how to progress and are steering their market segments as a cross-functional team.
Okay, so Tom, can you tell us, is there any secret or do you have any key to be so successful in innovation?
I always say to my people, be curious and ask. And thanks God, we have many customers who are appreciating that we try to put our noses in there and understand better how we can help them. And like Bernardo also said, we have experienced salespeople on one side, but we have on the technical sales service also very experienced people. And our customers, they really like to talk to our technical sales guys, to our sales guys, to really come up and say, can you help me in solving this problem? And most of the time, we are solving these problems together. We learn, we hear, we bring it back to the market teams, and then innovation starts.
Okay, so and is open innovation a topic for Sappi?
Yeah, it definitely is, in the sense that we are sharing information with external partners. We are collaborating closely with our customers, with the converters, with the brand owners, but also with other suppliers in the industry, also with universities when we talk about material developments. So we are really using the full potential of our value net, and by that, adding real value to the projects we are doing then in the end for our customers.
I mean, we are always interested in what is the customer benefit of being so innovative as Sappi is. Are you focused on something? Are there any main areas for your innovation process?
At the moment, there's a big pipeline around on focusing on solving the customer topics. On one side, we have the circular economy thinking, where we can help a lot, and where we need to put the paper as such into the foreground to really make paper essential for packaging solutions. On the other side, we have now this development of Corona, and maybe later we can a little bit talk about detail about it. it's a kind of a consumer behavior change which we need to understand better, where we see, okay, how can we help it out? On the other side, what we are really in, and this is together with innovation and with many other people from the companies, to understand the recycling streams, because there are so many different regulations now within Europe, outside of Europe, where the understanding of recycling stream is key to develop also the packaging solutions for the future. And here we have our main focus at the moment.
Okay. We will talk, as you said, a little bit more about the COVID-19. But now, if we look into the technology branches, there's always digital transformation in these days, not only in the paper industry, but also. So, to what extent does this apply to Sappi customers? What solutions does Sappi have in terms of digital transformation?
Yeah, first of all, there's the printing technology, which of course is more and more going to digital. The technology is developing fast in terms of speed and quality, and we are always developing further our products and solutions based on our decades of experience with inkjet printing and other digital technologies. So we actually provide a portfolio of products for digital printing. So whatever application you are working with, we will have a digital printing solution for it.
Okay. This is very concrete, so but perhaps you have a brighter solution to have for Sappi, where you say that's also kind of let's say transparency all over the supply chain also, right?
So certainly we do. So as Bernardo said, he is of course focusing more on the product. From the sales side, we're focusing more what we can offer to our customers, and the need for showing transparency towards our customers is emerging at the moment. So you see that customers are interested from where the products are coming from, what happened to the product. So even it's a kind of maybe a CO2 tracking from the tree to the packaging or even to the recycling stream, which is a wide scope, of course. But it starts already now that we at Sappi want to give also our customers the benefit to see where the product is, to see what's happening in the supply chain with the product. So maybe to get a message if their product is finished, the product is stored, that he can always look at the kind of flow like I have it now with Amazon and with the others one, that we are using this technology of Internet of Things to really, give these data points towards our customers. And we're currently working on some solutions that we measure between 20 to 25 data points to the benefit of our customers, so they can find it out where it is.
Now, having you here sitting side by side on the Sappi couch, I have to ask this, because not just in the paper industry, marketing, innovation, sales, they tend to go separate ways. But at Sappi, I have the impression that you use the advantage of a close cooperation. Am I right?
Yes. I think what we have been implementing after the merger with CAM, we're implementing a matrix organization, like Bernardo has been describing this one. To work in a matrix organization, it's not easy. So it needs a lot of discipline. And if you don't have your direct reports reporting to you and they work for someone else, you need to overcome this. And we also have been implementing now a leadership style, which is called agile leadership, agile mindset. And this helps a lot to keep our focus all together and run this focus into this direction.
Okay. And can you say something about the customer benefits of working so close together and having such a good cooperation between you two?
Yeah, this allows us to work even closer with our customers. We have clear targets and also a very transparent communication among the departments in Sappi, but then also towards the customer. And this allows to set clear goals and to really understand what resources are needed, where can I focus on. It helps ourselves and also our customers to focus, and in the end it will help us to develop faster and provide the right solution at the right time. So this is the real value then for the customer.
So sounds like you were the best partner in terms of innovative strengths. Huh? But perhaps let's talk about some hard facts, Tom. What part of the turnover is generated by new products within PSP? And what is your objective? Can you say us some
Yes, so
data?
our objective is that in 2025, we have about 10% of our EBITDA should come from new products. We are very well on the way to achieve this. So with the recent products we have been launching, they're all contributing already.
Okay.
And the products which we have in the mind as well, they are quite profitable products as well, which will help growing, of course. And when I talk about growing, it's also that we want to grow worldwide with our solution. So it's not our EBITDA within Europe. We are sharing all the ideas across all the regions of Sappi, and we really want to grow together and also contribute to the EBITDAs of our sister regions.
So if we face the market, in addition to this, we all know the entire packaging industry is some kind on the move. And what do you think does the packaging of the future look like? Do you have any vision of that, how new products could look like in the future?
Yeah, our vision is to have fully recyclable products that are 100% based on renewable sources, materials. So in our case, of course, that is the wood fiber. We are developing new materials based on the wood fiber. We are developing new solutions, more sustainable solutions that lead to recyclable products. And of course, that's in the packaging a big challenge because we need to provide the functionality. We need to protect the goods that we are packaging in our papers. And and this is really the clear vision that we want the highest functionality together with a full recyclability. And this will then allow our customers to meet also their goals with regards to circular economy.
Okay, that's interesting. And that's where R&D also comes into play. So would you say that Sappi is also a market accelerator looking in the future and being so innovative as we just were talking about?
Yeah, R&D plays a very important role in that. R&D is researching on new materials and processes, always based on the wood fiber, our renewable resource. And then they are developing these technologies up to a pilot plant level, and then they are handing it over to product development or to the business teams. And this will lead then to either a new sustainable paper solutions or even completely new businesses, new products. Like, for example, our Symbio product, which is we just launched this year, and this is a composite material based on fibers, which will help the automotive industry to reduce the weight of the cars, and by that reduce the CO2 emissions of the cars. And another example would be Valida, which is nanocellulose used as rheology modifier. So a sustainable, renewable chemical, so to say, that is used then in paints or even cosmetics.
Okay. Tom, you already mentioned it before. So we all know we are facing a nasty pandemic right now around the world. So how do you see the development of new products in the age of COVID-19? Is there does it have any impact on the product development at Sappi?
Certainly it does. There are two components which we need to consider. One is that in terms of our product certifications, which is a long-term process in our packaging industry, because it needs to be absolutely safe, it needs to be consistent. We have some delays because we cannot go to the premises of our customers, of our converters, to run the certifications there. So we have found, thanks God, a lot of other virtual solutions and supporting them, and the customers, they really like to do that, to get the advice from us, and we are very grateful. It's delaying things, that's the one thing. The other thing, what we see now on the market with Corona is, it certainly has been changing or will change the customer buying behavior. And here we need to identify a trend now and see in which direction customers are going to buy in the future, taking all these uncertainties what you have on the market into account, and maybe they change the the buying behavior in a way that they buy more. Maybe they buy bigger packages instead of smaller packages, where we have been benefiting a lot in the past with the single households. But we need to understand this trend. And this trend we can only understand with our customers, that we get this kind of information and help them to develop then also the packaging. What Corona certainly has not done is to change the whole topic of sustainability. It has somehow enforced the sustainability trend. When you look at the legislations which are coming out now with Corona on subsidies, they're looking a lot of sustainability efforts on the investments. And I think this is a good thing for the future as well, and gives us a lot of opportunities.
So last but not least for today, in one of our next videos we will go into more detail on the topic of functional paper. But after having here the Vice President today, I have to ask you this. What can you reveal us about this? Sappi announced that it will expand its pioneering role in the area of barrier papers with an investment.
Yes, this is absolutely correct. So we have been working now since quite some years on developing the barrier paper technology, also with open innovation, like described by Bernardo, also with using the competences of CAM and Sappi, and we've been also acquiring a company which has a lot of technology available. And now it took us, I think, 3 to 4 years to come to a point where we say, now we are able to have this kind of investment, to install in our mill in Alfeld a coater, a barrier coater, which is using dispersions, which gives the paper barriers. And this is absolutely supporting the mindset and the vision of Sappi to make a decent contribution to the circular economy thinking, but on the other side also put Sappi into this forefront of being the absolute benchmark in terms of barrier paper packaging for the future.
Very interesting. So we stay tuned. And so thank you, Tom. Thank you, Bernardo, for being here today and sharing your insight with us. And I say thank you for watching today. And I hope you will be back next time. We will have another panel of very interesting guests sitting also here on the couch. Was it comfortable for you today?
Absolutely nice.
Yes?
Very
Okay.
nice. Thank you.
So hope to see you soon. And until then, I wish you a good time. And I say goodbye.